Hey folks, it's Cornell with YouTube Fishing Vids. Well, here's the deal. Just like last video, I was up at the Savage River Reservoir getting run off the lake with some threatening storm. It's about to happen again today. So we've got some real mean ones coming. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. By 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they're calling for severe heavy duty winds, hail, all kinds of craziness. And I'm not trying to be out on my big local lake, which is about 505 acres. And at times I'm traveling anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes in this Pelican to get to the spots I like to fish. So here I am up in the mountains at this little itty bitty lake, maybe about 50 and change acres. And I could get real quick back to the ramp and get out of Dodge if I see it coming. I keep an eye on the radar, but I don't want any hail popping down on top of my head in these kind of situations. So that's where I'm at. There's awesome fishing up here, and it's the first time I fished here all year. So I'm really excited to see what's going on. Great numbers of bass. There are some giants in here. There's lots of trout, and there are possibly, I just don't think there might be some smallmouth in here, but we'll see. Let's get at it and see what we can do today. Hang tight, we're going fishing. All right, I'm on the dam side of this little lake, and the sun is just barely in and out. I just saw on the way in, I talked to a nice guy who was on his way out. He said he fished out here. I was a little surprised that he found him more up shallow. The water temperature is about 75 degrees, 76 degrees. It's pretty warm. So we're gonna go ahead and get up shallow. I'm gonna try and test the activity level with a fluke. It's just a real clear lake, and with it being so small, there's a lot of pressure on it. So I'm gonna hit the banks, see if they're coming up after anything moving, and then we're gonna get off some of the drops over by the dam and see if we can get them on drop shots, Ned rigs, and the such. So let's get at it. Here we go. Gosh, he came out of nowhere, guys. That's that's literally 4 minutes in, and a nice little chunky one. Isn't that beautiful? Guys, they are definitely chasing today, and I had a feeling the fluke would be a great choice. It's calm now. The winds will be picking up, and when that wind picks up, I might be able to throw a chatterbait, maybe a spinnerbait, but for right now, watermelon. A beautiful watermelon fluke with a dip tail, looking like a bluegill in a lake that has tons of bluegill. Got me my first bass. Okay, cool. I have a feeling I'm gonna catch a lot of numbers today. I hope I am anyway, but that's number one in about 4 minutes. I absolutely love my fluke setup, guys. That is the classic Zoom fluke, watermelon. I think a little black flake in it. I dipped the tail in chartreuse, looks like a bluegill. That's a 4/0. I actually go between 4/0 and 3/0. This gives it a little tiny bit more weight, especially with the fact that it's got that awesome little molded grip pin. That's the Mustad grip pin, little extra wide gap deal. Holds that fluke on beautifully, and boy, it really, really works great in these little reservoirs in this color. So just set up on my Lew's custom speed stick, my shaky head special 7-foot medium fast, and I got it 12-pound test braid and a 10-pound test fluorocarbon leader. It's that easy. So let's go at it. Let's keep catching them. There we go. Number 2. Always love to see him eat it. Oh, and he got loose, guys. I've been getting smacked. Flukes are tricky. Flukes are definitely tricky to get that hook set on. You got to see it happen and give it to him right at the right time. And I gave it to him. He had it, but he got off. So let's keep on going, because they are munching today on some moving baits, at least a fluke, and the wind's picking up, and I'm already getting sprinkled on. There we go. Another one. Back-to-back casts right after I put on the new fluke, guys. They're smacking them. I'm getting chased virtually every single cast. It's just a matter of which one's going to latch on, and this one did. So yeah, good stuff. Good gracious. Oh my God, did that really just happen? Guys, that's how aggressive these fish are. I think you saw what just happened. Maybe I'll try and put it in slow motion, I don't know. I just yanked back on a dink, launched him out of the water, and on the spring effect, he actually snapped my 10-pound test. That's pretty unbelievable. I have never done that. So I gotta re-rig. I gotta put a new little grip pin on here and find myself another fluke. Hang tight. Got you that time. Guys, again, gotta share. I've been going at it with a few other things just to test the situation here. I've gone down to the bottom, shaky head Ned rig, nothing. I've thrown an underspin, nothing. I've even thrown a little Whopper Plopper 75 now that we got full-blown cloud cover, and nothing until I picked up the fluke again and whacked one literally on the first cast. So yeah, the fluke's it today, guys. I'm gonna probably throw this exclusively, and it is drizzling and getting darker and windier, and it's coming, guys. So I don't have much time. I've already caught a handful of fish in a very short time. Let's see if we can catch a few more before I get dumped on. There we go. Oh, look at that. Hang on, guys. Let's see what we got here. Oh, decent fish. Well, that's what happens when you pick up a spinnerbait. I picked up a little finessey spinnerbait and got the biggest fish of the day. He ain't big, but he's bigger than the ones that have been meeting that fluke. And guys, the wind is hustling. I don't know, maybe a little bit, just a hair bigger than that first fish that I caught. But check it out, itty bitty little Strike King, finessey little white spinnerbait. With this wind, had to do it, guys. So I came full circle around the lake, and I'm back over here by the spillway, and gosh, maybe 2 or 3 casts with a spinnerbait. He whacked it. So wind and a spinnerbait, can't go wrong. This wind means it's coming. I feel those storms brewing. The leaves are turning inside out. I don't have much longer, guys, but it's been great. Only a few hours, if that, and a handful of fish and tons of strikes on that fluke. It's crazy. Just can't get a lot of hookups on those little guys. It was fun to watch them chase it. There we go. I'm glad I picked up a spinnerbait, guys. It's fun, dinks or not. Moving baits, that's my big deal of the day. He's in the boat. Little guy, number 2 on a spinnerbait. Let's keep it going. The wind's really starting to hustle now. There we go. Let's see if he stays on. All right, back and forth, guys, between the fluke and the spinnerbait. Pretty awesome. The sun's out. It's like it's never going to happen. The radar is just mixing me up. I can't tell one way or another if it's going to go north or south or east or west, but I'm still catching fish ahead of a storm. He really got hooked. Oh my gosh, guys, he really got hooked. That's the smallest one of the day. We always, now we don't always catch them this small, but there's always the chance when throwing a fluke that you catch the ultra dink. My favorite term, learned from a sub, a tick turd. Here's my tick turd of the day. Going back. Oh my gosh, what a bite. That was awesome. I saw him. That just absolutely engulfed the whole thing. I just saw that fluke disappear. And a nice little chunky one, not quite as dinky as some of them, but look at the colors on that bass. My gosh, he is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Super jet black stripes, awesome fish. I made this guy chase it. I really saw him coming, and I made him fight for it. He got every bit of it too. Gosh, they're really fat and short. These guys are fun. I'm telling you right now, I could go for numbers like this all day long. When I didn't think I was gonna have as many hours as I've actually had to fish, this storm's holding off a little bit. I got a little more time, and the numbers are awesome, and he got this so good. But check that out. Big old belly on him, great aggressive fish, and they're loving the fluke. There we go, nice. I'm sitting in some shallow water, folks. This is the deal with the Pelican. I mean, look at this water. It is ultra shallow, and it just drops off right over here. I'm on the little side of the spillway here, throwing over into the deep water, and got myself another nice little chunky one. Awesome, good deal. They're beautiful fish in here. They're just small. I've been told there's fish up to 10 pounds plus in here. They've shocked this lake. There's some big ones, but right now we're just catching little ones. All right, guys, I'm gonna try and catch one more fish and get out of here. It's getting pretty rough, and the wind is blowing, and it is coming, guys. I'm about to get slammed. Check the radar. It looks like it's not too far off. So let's see if we can whack one more and call it, guys. It's been a short and sweet. And there he is, got him. He's tiny, but we're gonna call it on this one, guys, with this wind howling, guys. It's not, oh yeah, it's a dink, but gosh, I got another fish on the spinnerbait. How about that, guys? Whoa, quick release, love it. Okay, here's the deal, I'm gonna roll. It's coming, and it's coming fast. There's everyone getting out off the water, a little beach over here, everyone's running, and time to go. So folks, as always, I appreciate you joining me. As always, I appreciate you subscribing, and until we meet again, over and out.